everybody. This is Anita from Just Anita, and today I'm not gonna sing, I'm gonna do something different. I am gonna talk about some news from the year I was born, 1982, and I had gotten this idea to do this video with my roommate suggested I should talk about news events that happened the year I was born. This will be a 5-part series of things that happened in the year I was born. Events, January. So we'll start with January 1st. It'll be in January 1st in Malaysia and Singapore. Clocks are adjusted to the time zone. UTC plus 8, GMT plus 8 o'clock. January 13th, Air Florida Flight 90 crashes shortly after takeoff into the 14th Street Bridge in Washington, D.C. United States then falls into the Potomac River, killing 78 people. January 18th, 1982, Thunderbirds Indian Springs Diamond Crash. 4 Northrop T-38 aircraft of the United States Air Force crash at Indian Springs Air Force Auxiliary Field, Nevada, killing all 4 pilots. January 26th, Manano Covestro is elected president of Finland. January 27th, the government of Garret Fitzgerald in Ireland is defeated 82 to 81. On its budget, the 22nd Dáil is dissolved. January 30th, the first computer virus, the Elk Cloner, written by 15-year-old Rich Scarinta, is found, and it affects Apple II computers via floppy disk. Now on to February. February 1st, Senegal and the Gambia form a loose Senegambia Confederation. Sorry about the big words, I'm trying to say it right. February 2nd, the Hama massacre begins in Syria. February 3rd, Syrian President Hafez al-Assad orders the army to purge the city of Haran of the Muslim Brotherhood. February 5th, London-based Laker Airways collapses, leaving 6,000 stranded passengers and debates of 270 million. February 7th, Iraq club at Al-Shorda win the 1982 Arab Club Champions Cup with a 4-2 aggregate win over Al Nigeria in the final. February 9th, Japan Airlines Flight 350 crashes in Tokyo Bay due to the thrust reversal on approach to Tokyo International Airport, killing 24 among the 174 people on board. February 15th, the oil platform Ocean Ranger sinks during a storm off the coast of Newfoundland, killing all 84 rig workers aboard. February 18th, the Ireland general election gives a boost to the Fianna Fáil. February 24th, in South Africa, 22 National Party MPs led by Andries Freilich vote for no confidence in P.W. Botha. February 25th, the European Court of Human Rights rules that teachers who can build or toss children against the wishes of their parents are in breach of the Human Rights Convention. March 2nd. Decentralization in France. The law of decentralization creates the administrative regions of France. March 9th, Charles Hardy becomes Taoiseach of Ireland. March 10th, number 1, the United States placed an embargo on Libyan oil imports, alleging Libyan state sponsored terrorism. Number 2, G. All 9 planets recognized at this align on the same side of the Sun. March 16th, Klaus von Bülow is found guilty of the attempted murder of his wife by a court in Newport, Rhode Island. March 18th, a legal cause brought by Mary Whitehorse against the National Theatre of Britain concerning alleged obscenity in the play The Remains in Britain ends after the Attorney General intervenes. March 19th, the day I was born. scrap metal workers infiltrated by Marines raised the flag of Argentina on South Georgia and the Falkland Islands, two British overseas territories. March 24th, Hassan Muhammad Ershad seizes power in Bangladesh. March 29th, royal assent is given to the Canada Act 1982, setting the stage for the repatriation of the Canadian Constitution on April 17th. Number 2. The 54 Academy Awards hosted by Johnny Carson are held at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles. Chariots of Fire wins Best Picture and 3 other Academy Awards. March 30th. Space Shuttle Columbia ends an 8-day mission STS-3 by landing at White Sands Space Harbor near Alamogordo, New Mexico. It was the only time a space shuttle has landed at White Sands. The orbiter was forced to land at White Sands due to flooding at its originally planned landing site, Edwards Air Force Base in California. April 1st, the 1982 invasion of the Falkland Islands begins when Argentine forces land near Stanley, beginning the Falklands War. April 2nd, Rex Hunt, the British governor of the Falkland Islands, surrenders the islands to Argentine forces landing to their occupation. April 3rd, invasion of the Falkland Islands. Argentine forces began the invasion of South Georgia. April 17th, Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms by proclamation of the Queen of Canada on Parliament Hills. Canada perpetuates its constitution, gaining full political independence from the United Kingdom. Included is the country's first intended Bill of Rights. April 24th, Jermaine singer Nicole wins the Eurovision Song Contest 1982, held in Britain with the song in Bestien, Sweden. April 25th, Israel completes its withdrawal from the Sinai Peninsula, and according with the Israel Peace Treaty of 1979. April 26th, Falklands War. British troops retake South Georgia Island during Operation Paraquet. April 30th, the Bajan Statue Massacre takes place in broad daylight at a railway crossing in India. Now we're in May. May 1st, a crowd of over 1,000 attends the first day of the 1982 World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is kicked off with an address by President Ronald Reagan. Over 11 million people attended its 6-month run. May 2nd, Falklands War. The British nuclear submarine HMS Concordia sinks the Argentine cruiser General Belgrano, killing 323 sailors. Operation Algeciras, an attempt to destroy a Royal Navy warship at Gibraltar Falls. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but number 2. The Weather Channel sails on cable television in the United States as the first 24-hour all-weather network. May 4th, Falklands War. HMS Sheffield is hit by an Argentine exploded missile and burns out of control. 20 sailors are killed. The ship sinks on May 10th. May 8th, French-Canadian racing driver Gilles Villeneuve is killed during qualifying for the 1982 Belgian Grand Prix. May 12th, Spanish priest June Maria Fernandez Y. Crowell tries to stab Pope John Paul II with a bayonet during the latter's pilgrim to the shrine at Fatima. May 16th, the New York Islanders swept the Vancouver Canucks in 4 games to win the 1982 Stanley Cup Finals in ice hockey. May 18th, Falklands War. The British Special Air Service launches Operation Plum Duff, a reconnaissance mission preliminary to Operation Mikado, which is planned to destroy 3 Argentine exodsent missiles and 5 Super Intended fighter bombers. Both Operation Plum Duff and Operation McAdow are called off after the Plum Duff insurrection is revealed by a helicopter landing in Chile. I think it's Chile. May 21st. Falklands War HMS Ardent is sunk by Argentine aircraft, killing 22 sailors. Number 2. The International Maritime Organization IMO is established. May 23rd. Falklands War HMS Antelope is lost. May 24th. Iran troops retake Khor Michel. Number 2. KGB head Yuri Andropov is appointed to the Secretariat of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. May 25th. British ships HMS Coventry and SS Atlantic Convoy are sunk during the Falklands War. Coventry by 2 8.4C, Skyhawks and Atlantic Convoy by 2 Exocets. May 26th. Aston Villa FC wins the European Cup, beating Bayern Munich 1-0 after a 69th minute goal by Peter With in Rotterdam. May 28th to the 29th. Falklands War Battle of Goose Green. British forces defeat a larger Argentine force. May 30th. Number 1. Spain becomes the 6th member of NATO and the first nation to enter the alliance since West Germany's admission in 1955. Number 2. Indianapolis 500. 1973 winner Gordon Johncock wins his second race over 1979 winner Rick Mills by 0.16 seconds, leading to the closest finish to the state. Mills draws alongside Johncock with a lap remaining after erasing a seemingly insurmountable advantage of more than 11 seconds in the final 10 laps. In what Indianapolis Motor Speedway historian Donald Davidson and Speedway public address announcer Tom Conji later called the greatest moment in the track's history. Now we're in the month of June. June 6th, 1982, Lebanon War begins. Israel forces under Defense Minister Ariel Sharon invade southern Lebanon in their Operation Peace for the Galilee, eventually reaching as far north as the capital Beirut. The United Nations secretly counts votes to determine that Israel withdraw its troops from Lebanon. June 8th, Number 1, Falklands War. British supply ship RFA Star Skyland is destroyed during the Bluff Cove air attacks. Number 2, VASP Flight 168, a Boeing 727 passenger jet crashes into a forest hillside in Fort Elisa in Brazil, killing 137. Number 3, the Los Angeles Lakers defeat the Philadelphia 76ers in 6 games to win the 1982 NBA Finals. June 11th, E.T. the Extraterrestrial is released in the United States. This will become the biggest box office hit for the next 11 years. June 12th, the Nuclear Disarmament Rally, an event against nuclear weapon proliferation, draws 750,000 to New York City's Central Park. Performers included Jackson Browne, James Taylor, Bruce Springsteen, and Linda Ronstadt. An international convocation at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine features prominent peace activists from around the world, and afterward participants march on Fifth Avenue to Central Park for the rally. June 13th, Number 1, the 1982 FIFA World Cup begins in Spain. Number 2, Fun began King of Saudi Arabia upon the death of his brother Khalid. June 14th, Argentina surrender in the Falklands War. Argentine forces in the capital. Stanley surrender to British forces. June 18th, Argentine military dictator Leopoldo Galtieri resigns the wake of his country's defeat in the Falklands War. June 20th, Falklands War ends with the British forces retaking the South Sandwich Islands. June 24th, British Airways Flight 9 suffers a temporary four-engine flameout and damage to the exterior of the plane after flying through the otherwise undetected volcanic ash plume from Antonia's Mount Gallingen. July 4th, 4 alien diplomats are kidnapped upon Israel's invasion of Lebanon. June 6th, a lunar eclipse umbrella duration 236 min and total duration 106 min, the longest of the 20th century occurs. July 9th, Pan Am Flight 759, Boeing 727 crashes in Kenner, Louisiana, killing over 146 on board and 8 on the ground. July 11th, Italy beats West Germany 3-1 to win the 1982 FIFA World Cup in Spain. July 16th, in New York City, the Reverend Son Myung Moon is sentenced to 18 months in prison and fined $25,000 for tax fraud and conspiracy to obstruct justice. July 20th, Hyde Park and Regent's Park bombing, the professional IRA detonates two bombs in central London, killing 8 soldiers, wounding 47 people, and leading to the deaths of 7 horses. July 23rd, number 1, the International Whaling Commission decides to end commercial whaling by 1985 to 1986. Number 2, torrential rain and mudslides in Nagasaki, Japan destroy bridges and kill 299. Number 3, Twilight Zone agent during filming of Twilight Zone. The movie, actor Vic Morrow and 2 child actors die in a helicopter stunt accident in California. July 23rd, BU coach crash in BU, France, 53 persons, 46 of them children, die in a highway accident, France's worst. August 1st, attempted coup against the government of Daniel Arap Moi in Kenya. August 2nd, the Helsinki Metro, the first rapid transit system in Finland, opens to the general public. August 4th, the United Nations Security Council votes to censure Israel because its troops are still in Libya. August 7th, Italian Prime Minister Giovanni Spadolini resigns. August 12th, Mexico announces it is unable to pay its large foreign debt, triggering a debt crisis that quickly spreads throughout Latin America. August 13th, in Hong Kong, health warnings on cigarette packets are made statutory. August 17th, the first compact discs CDs are produced in Germany. August 20th, Lebanese civil war. A multinational force lands in Beirut to oversee the PLO withdrawal from Lebanon. September 14th, number 1. Lebanon's president-elect Bashar Gemayel is assassinated in Beirut. Number 2. Princess Grace of Monaco dies after suffered a car crash a few days previously. September 18th. Number 1. A Lebanese Christian militia, the French killed thousands of Palestinians in the Sabra and Stadler refuge camps in West Beirut. The massacre is a response to the assassination of the president-elect Bashar Gemayel 4 days earlier. Number 2. The funeral of Princess Grace of Monaco takes place. September 19th. The first emotions are posted by Scott Feldman. September 21st, the first International Day of Peace is proclaimed by the United Nations. Number 2, in the United States, the National Football League Players Association calls a strike the first in-season work stoppage in the National Football League's 63-year history. The strike lasts for 57 days, reduces the regular season from 16 games to 9, and forces an expanded 16-team playoff tournament. September 23rd. Ami Gemayel, brother of Bashar, is elected president of Lebanon. September 24th. The Wimpy Operation, the first act of armed resistance against Israeli troops in Beirut. September 25th. In Israel, 400,000 marchers demand the resignation of Prime Minister Menachem began. September 22nd. Thermals take Australian Paratrust rich currents up to 2,800 meters, 9,200 feet during the jump. He almost blacks out due to lack of oxygen. He releases his main parachute to fall to a lower altitude and lands by his reserve parachute. September 29th, Chicago Tylenol murders. An unknown killer laces Tylenol capsules with potassium cyanide that killed 7 in Chicago, Illinois. And now on October 1st, number 1, Helmut Kohl replaces Helmut Schmidt as Chancellor of Germany through a concentrated vote of no confidence. Number 2, Sony launches the first consumer compact disc CD player model. October 8th, number 1, Parliament bans the solitary trade union after having suspended it on December 13th, 1981. Number 2, after 6 years in opposition, Social Democrat Olof Palme becomes Prime Minister of Sweden once again. October 11th, the Mary Rose flagship of Henry VIII or something of England. Henry VIII of England that sank in 1545 is raised from the Solent. October 20th, Luzinski disaster during the UEFA Cup match between FC Spartak Moscow and HFC Harlem. 66 people are crashed to death. October 27th in Canada, Dominion Day is officially renamed to Canada Day. October 28th, the Socialist Party wins the election in Spain. Felipe González is elected Prime Minister. But finally in November 3rd, number 1, a gasoline tanker explodes in the Salan Tunnel in Afghanistan, killing at least 176 people. Number 2, the Dow Jones Industrial Average surges 41 points or 4.25% to close at 106.5549, its first all-time high in more than 9 years. November 6th, Cameroon President Abdel Hadijo resigns, replaced by Paul Biya, who rules the country for more than 40 years. November 8th, Kenan Phelan becomes the seventh president of Turkey as a result of the constitution referendum. His former title was head of state. November 11th, in Libya, the first Tahrir headquarters bombing kills between 89 to 102 people. November 12th, in the Soviet Union, former KGB head Yuri Andropov is elected to become the General Secretary of the Soviet Communist Party's Central Committee. Succeeding the late Leonid I. Brezhnev, who had died 2 days earlier. November 14th, the leader of Poland's outlawed solidarity movement, Lech Walesa, is released from 11 months of internment near the Serbian border. November 20th, the General Union of Ecuadorian Workers is founded. Number 2, University of California, Berkeley executes the play in a college football game against Stanford. Completing a wacky 57-yard kickoff return that includes 5 laterals. Kevin Mullen runs through Stanford band members who have prematurely come onto the field. His touchdown strands and California wins 25-20. November 24th, representatives from 88 countries gather in Geneva to discuss world trade and ways to aspects of free trade. November 27th, Yasuo Nagasan becomes Prime Minister of Japan. November 28th, number 1, the Edmonton Eskimos win an unprecedented 5th consecutive Grey Cup, a feat yet unaccomplished by another professional football franchise to win the 70th Grey Cup, defeating the Toronto Argonauts 32-16. Number 2, at LASC won the African Cup of Champions Club, today known as the CAF Champions League, for the first time ever, defeating Tottenham Asset Tokyo. Sorry, I keep losing my place. November 29th, Michael Jackson releases his 6th studio album, Thriller, in the United States, which will go on be the best-selling album of all time at 110 million units sold worldwide. Finally, we're on December 1st, Miguel de la Madrid takes office as President of Mexico. December 2nd, at the University of Utah, 61-year-old retired dentist Bonnie Clark becomes the first person to receive a permanent artificial heart. He lives for 112 days with the device. December 4th, the People's Republic of China adopts its current constitution. December 7th, the first U.S. execution by lethal injection is carried out in Texas. December 8th, the December murders occur in Suriname. December 11th, Swedish pop group ABBA make their final public performance on the British TV program The Late Breakfast Show. December 13th, the 6.2 MW North Yemen earthquake shakes southwestern Yemen with a maximum mercilessly intensity of V111 serve, killing 2,800. December 16th, the United Freedom Front bombs at Office South African Airways in Elmont, New York, and IBM office in Harrison, New York. 2 police officers hearing damage in March. In 1984, the UFF claims responsibility for the IBM building bombs, stating that the company was targeted because of its business in South Africa under apartheid. December 22nd, the Indian Ocean Commission is created. The Port Louis Agreement. December 26th, Time Magazine's Man of the Year is given for the first time to a non-human, the computer. Date unknown. Number 1. The population of the People's Republic of China alone exceeds 1 billion, making China the first nation to have a population of more than 1 billion. Number 2. A global surplus of crude oil causes gasoline prices to collapse. Number 3. Ciabatta bread is invented by a baker in Verona, Italy. Okay, that's all the news I got for 1982. Hopefully you liked it. It was long, but next week I will be talking about famous birthdays of 1982. So now you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment, and have a good day and a good week. And we'll see you all next week.